A Year with God, Day 41. The reading today is out of Jeremiah chapter 12, and the focus is on, the title of it is actually on complaining to God. The first couple of lines of the text I thought were really interesting. Jeremiah says this, he says, "You will be right, you will be in the right, O Lord, when I lay my charges against you. But let me put my case to you." And then he goes on and complains about a bunch of things. A couple of things that really struck me there, or that I thought were great. He starts out by saying, you're going to be in the right, God. I'm going to complain for a little bit. I'm going to put my case before you. I know you're going to be right, but I want to put it out there anyway. It actually reminded me a little bit of Job, when Job is accusing God at the end of Job, challenging God. God, why did you do all of these things? And Jeremiah's attitude here just really kind of struck me. I know God's right, but I'm going to complain about it anyway. A couple of times earlier in this section on prayer, we've talked about pouring out our hearts to God. And that's what I see this is. I see it as Jeremiah coming before God saying, almost, God, I know I'm going to complain. I know it's not going to make any difference, but I need to get my heart out anyway. I need to tell you what I'm thinking anyway, because you're the God who knows me better than anyone and anything else. And I need to get it out there. I need to talk with you about it, and I know you can handle it. I see this as a great example of somebody pouring out their heart to God. And it's not like Jeremiah's pouring out his heart to God, hoping that God does something different, or that God changes something, or that God intervenes. It's just Jeremiah pouring out his heart to God because he's got issues in his heart that he needs to get out. He wants to get out, and God's the one that knows him best. God's the safest place to pour out his complaint. And so that's where he takes it. That thought just really strikes me when it comes to us pouring out our hearts to God. Complaints, frustrations, whatever. God knows us best. God knows our hearts best. And it's the safest place, in prayer, is the safest place where we can get that out, where we can pour out our hearts. And yeah, maybe God isn't going to intervene. Maybe circumstances aren't magically going to change, but that's okay. Because when we commune with God, if nothing else, God changes us. So, those are my thoughts on Day 41.